In today's gospel, Jesus gives us a parable about the Jewish religious leader, the Pharisee, and the tax collector, who were both praying in the temple. Jesus said that the Pharisee was praying and judging the tax collector, telling God, "Thank you that I'm not like that guy, and that I'm so much better than he is." Yet the tax collector was praying to God with such humility, asking forgiveness for his sins and for mercy. And Jesus says that the tax collector would go home and he'd made peace with God. That story kind of makes me think about a couple of things I want to share with you today. First of all, the concept of true humility. I know there are often times that we as human beings, say things about ourselves like, oh, we're not perfect, we're not good enough, we need to improve. And that's okay for us to talk about ourselves like that. But what's interesting is if we hear other people say those exact same things about us, then, that we're not perfect or we need to improve or be a better person, then we tend to get angry with them. It's like it's okay if we say that about ourselves, but it's not okay for somebody else to say that about us. And that is not a demonstration of true humility. A truly humble person, if they heard someone say those exact same things about them, would say, wow, you're right, I need to work on that. And that would be okay. That's a truly humble person. That's humility. The second thing I wanted to mention is that sometimes people have asked me, why do some people go around judging and criticizing others so much? Well, I would hypothesize that it's probably because that person doesn't have a high sense of self-worth. They have a low self-esteem. Maybe they don't feel like they're a good person and they have, some sense of inferiority. So when they judge and criticize other people, it helps them feel better about themselves. But if a person has good self-esteem and knows they're not perfect, but still has a healthy level of self-esteem and is accepting of other people and their weaknesses and doesn't dwell on that, then that's good. That's a humble person. The third thing is that some people ask me, well, when I see somebody doing something wrong that I don't like, does that mean I'm judging them? Well, what's the difference between judging and criticizing somebody's behavior? Well, judging simply means we look down on the person and devalue them and think possibly that they're no good. But criticizing a behavior is that we respect the person, but we just don't like the action and that we think the action is wrong or inappropriate. It's like love the sinner, but hate the sin. And I just thought of something else that I want to add too. Sometimes people ask me, well, I pray for other people and that God will help them mend their ways. Does that mean I'm judging them? Well, what I always like to suggest is go ahead and pray for them, but instead of praying just for them, pray for yourself and pray for all of us because each one of us struggles with the same things they're struggling with. Pray that God will help all of us together to become better people and sin less. Thank you, and God bless you.